Well, good morning. Welcome back to another episode here on Hill Family Farms. Today is Monday, July the 19th, and I don't know if the mic's picking it up, but we are in some less than desirable conditions, perhaps. It's kind of going to be a rainy, drizzly day according to our local weatherman. So I've got the camera protected with an umbrella. And before we get started, let me get a drink of water here. Hydration's always important, even on cloudy, rainy days. So our project today, it's long overdue. It's something that we should have done weeks ago, maybe even months ago, but because of our situation trying to eradicate the Bermuda wiregrass, quackgrass, whatever you call that, it has definitely set us behind. So now that we've got an area that's free of that awful grass, we can now get in and get some plants. And as you can see, we already have a row of Blue Lake green beans planted, and we've got 4 rows of Silver Queen sweet corn. And so now we need to build a trellis for some cucumbers, and so that's today's project. I actually got this idea from one of my YouTube gardening mentors. His name's Josh Sattin. He lives down in Raleigh, North Carolina, and he has a YouTube channel called Sattin Hill Farms. So I definitely recommend, if you're into gardening, to check his channel out. He's got a lot of great ideas. So I'm borrowing this idea from him. It involves using T-post, some metal electrical conduit, and some connectors, and of course some string. So that's what we've got. It's nice. I like the idea because it is portable. You can change it. It's not something where you've got 4x4 post cemented into the ground, so it's easy to change. If you don't like where you grow your cucumbers this year or tomatoes, you can move it. So that's what we're going to install today. So let's get started. One more drink. All right. Okay, we're going to start at the far end and work our way towards you. This is something that Josh said you definitely have to have if you're going to use T-post. It helps driving the T-post into the ground. This thing, I think it weighs 16 pounds. Got it at Tractor Supply. That's where I got the T-post from. They're 7 feet in length. So we're going to try to get it about a foot in the ground if we can. So let's get to it. Alright, so next step is to measure out approximately 10 feet for our next post. Okay, we've got our tape measure out approximately 10 feet. The electrical conduit is 10 feet. Okay, we're going to bring that second post in a little short of 10 feet so that we can have it ride inside of this 1.5 inch PVC T fitting. So that's what we've got next. Okay, sorry about that. So now that we have all 3 of our T-posts in the ground and hopefully in line with each other, we can now install the 3/4 inch electrical metal conduit. So let's get started with that. Okay, And the first thing I'm going to do is put a coupler on one end. That's going to make it a little bit easier. And even though it's cloudy, whew, it is hot out. Hot and humid. Okay. Let me come a little closer so you can see what we're talking about here. So this is the coupler we're using, and that was recommended by Josh. So you basically slip on one end of your conduit like so, and then you snug down the screw to hold that in place there. Alright, that's not going anywhere. Alright, so we're going to install this. Okay, we got one in. Okay, that's all there is to this portable trellis system. So again, just to review, we have 3 T-posts that are 7 feet long, and we have 2 pieces of 10-foot, 3/4 inch galvanized electrical conduit that we're using to connect the 3 T-posts, and we have a 1.5 inch PVC T-fitting. So that's what we have. Now the fun part, we're going to use some twine to connect to the conduit and run down to the ground where each of the plants will be, and then we will train the cucumbers and tomatoes to grow up the string. So that's what we're going to do next, so stay tuned. Okay, so we've got our trellis installed and we are now finishing up with the string. So I'm going to move the camera in if I can to get you a closer shot of what we're doing here. Okay, so we have one more to string, so let's get to that. Basically what I found that's worked the best for me is to tie the knot at the bottom first. Alright, nothing fancy there, just a couple square knots. And I'm going to take this over here. We'll just bring it all the way down. Use our scissors. We're going to leave about a foot here to tie the upper knot. Okay. Then I just go over the electrical conduit a couple of times. Keep the tension on there. And that's basically all there is to it. Alright, so we'll move our tools out of the way here and go get our cucumber plants. Okay, here's our cucumber vines that we've been growing for a while in the red solo cups. We're way past when we should have these in the ground, but better late than never. This is the Burpees Spring Burpless Compute. This is Burpees Spring Burpless Compute. Take 3. This is Burpees Spring Burpless Cucumber. Oh yeah, this one has been growing for a while. It's got roots that are circling here, so we're going to just kind of tear some of those off to encourage new growth. Alright, so that's what we have here. So we're going to get this one in the ground down here. Let me get my shovel. Alright, and the way this trellis works, we're just going to kind of train our cucumber to grow up the string by just kind of wrapping it around gently. And that's all there is to it. So we're going to move on down the line. We'll water these guys in after we get them all in. And I may trim off some of these lower leaves. That one looks pretty good. All right. Alright, and I thought I'd show you this one. This one actually, where is it? Right there on the end. Already has a cucumber growing. So we are again way overdue. Let's see what this one has. Oh yeah, substantial root growth. Again, we're gonna Just loosen these up here at the bottom to get them to grow out. Okay, I think it took longer to plant the cucumbers than it did to build the trellis. Anyway, we're gonna water them in right now. Okay, there you have it. We got our cucumbers planted. If you like this content and you like what we're doing on the channel, please consider giving us, I guess it would be a thumbs up this way maybe. And if you're not already a subscriber, consider clicking that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a thing, it helps out our channel. Also the likes help out our channel too. So, and if you click that notification bell, you'll never miss an episode. YouTube will send you a notification letting you know we've uploaded a new video. So until the next time, please be safe out there. Take care, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.